Are you new to Heroclix and you're thinking, where do I get started? What should I buy first? Where do I go to learn all these things? Well, I'm here to answer all those questions for you and more right now. What's up, guys? Welcome back to your Heroclix headquarters. Today we're going to talk about if you're a new player, what you should do to start, like where you should go, what you should buy. We're here to answer all of those questions for you. So to start with, if you just heard about Heroclix and you think it looks like a really cool, interesting game, which of course it is, then you've come to the right place. You should hit that subscribe button right now. But no, really seriously, the first thing you're going to want to do is buy a starter set. Of course, you can't play the game if you don't have any figures or maps or anything. So, of course, my recommendation always for the best starter set for new players right now is actually going to be this one, the Avengers vs. Masters of Evil Battlegrounds. This is a really good one for brand new players. If you've never played the game before, if you have no idea how to play, this has the most figures and is the most new player friendly type of starter set that there is out right now. There is going to be another one coming out soon in the Wonder Woman set, and I feel like that one, since it is also called a Battleground set, I'm pretty sure it's going to be very similar to this one, so keep an eye out for that. It might already be out by the time you're watching this video. This might be like 2 years in the future, who knows. But that's a great one. Basically, just buy any starter set. There's a Fantastic Four Cosmic Clash. There's the new Justice League Unlimited one as well. Any of those are going to be great to get you started because you're going to need these two things right here. The rulebook and the Powers and Abilities card, or I call it a pack, PAC. So yeah, these two, of course, you're going to need to know how to play the game. You need a rulebook and you need a PAC. So these only come in starter sets. Now, Fast Forces, if you've seen Fast Forces or heard of a Fast Forces and wonder what that is, a Fast Forces is kind of like a starter set, but it is only figures. It's usually 6, it's almost always 6 figures, and that's it, just the figures and their cards, nothing else special. It is a good way to add on to your collection and, add to your teams and stuff, but it's not going to give you this stuff. It's not going to give you a rulebook. It's not going to give you the Powers and Abilities card. It's not going to give you any maps. A starter set will almost always have maps. That's really the big difference between a starter set and a Fast Forces, is starter sets come with the rulebook and the PAC and the maps. And sometimes dice also, which is pretty nice. And they usually also have, little markers that you're going to need for, hindering terrain if you use Smoke Cloud, blocking terrain if you use Barrier, all that kind of fun stuff. So those are also handy to have, and that's again why I would suggest getting a starter set, most importantly, first. And always carry these with you. Anywhere you go that you're going to play, always have these with you, because trust me, even if you're a veteran, experienced player, you need these by your side because you can't remember every single word of every single power and every single ability and every single effect in the game. So having these with you will just instantly solve all of your rules questions. If you just take the time to actually flip through and look it up, it'll save you a lot of time trying to look it up online or whatever. All the answers are right there. That being said, however, never be afraid to ask questions if you're a new player. This is a very confusing game at times. There's a lot of rules to memorize, and so if you want to ask me any questions in the comments here on any video, I'm always happy to answer those for you guys. And there's plenty of places you can go on Facebook. There's tons of groups. Just type in Heroclix on Facebook, and there's rules groups, there's just players and collectors groups, there's trade groups, there's all kinds of stuff on Facebook that you can go and you can just ask questions. And that's one of the great things about this game is the community. 99% of them are really awesome and will totally take the time to answer your questions. But also take that with a grain of salt, because sometimes people just answer questions to answer them and they're actually wrong because they don't know the answer themselves and they just answered it anyway. So don't get confused if sometimes you'll have people telling you different things in the comments if you ask questions. I would say just wait for somebody to show you some type of proof of why an answer is right. But yeah, anyway, just don't be afraid to ask questions, like I said, because it's better to ask a question and then know how to do it for the future than to just keep playing the game wrong. All right, but now that you guys have your starter sets and you have some figures to play with and you've read over the rules and the powers and abilities card and you feel like you have some kind of handle on the game, the next thing you're going to want to do, obviously, is buy more Heroclix. So obviously, I would always suggest just buying whatever the newest set is, because Heroclix definitely has a bit of a power creep. The newer sets are usually better. But that being said, of course, don't be afraid to buy a few sets back if it's a set full of like a bunch of characters you like or a bunch of teams you like or whatever, because this is a game to have fun. And we don't all always want to play just the best, newest stuff. Sometimes we want to play characters we just like, and you know, a lot of times that's characters from, you know, way back years and years ago. And if you want to know where to find that kind of information, I always suggest going to hcrealms.com, and of course another new one is clicksnexus.com. That both of those websites have a great unit section. Just go to the unit section, you can type in any character name, any team name or keyword, and it'll usually just pop up with every single figure in the game that is that name or that, you know, team name / keyword, whatever. And that's a great way to get started on your collection as far as finding out what you want. Is just going there and just searching like your favorite character name, and you can see every single version of that character ever, and you can look through all of them and see all the different versions of them and be like, wow, that's really cool, I want that one, oh, that one's lame, I shouldn't bother with that one, whatever. But yeah, you're definitely going to want to just look up all that kind of information just so you know how much of a certain character is or isn't in the game, and if you want them and if you don't, and you can kind of start making a mental list, or even just write down a list, whatever, of the kind of characters you want and the kind of teams you want to build, and you get an idea for what you're looking for, to be more specific when you want to go and you want to trade with people and you want to go on eBay or wherever to buy Heroclix. And that brings me to my next point. Where are you going to go to buy this stuff at? The best place to go, in my opinion, is probably eBay if you want to buy just specific figures. That's one of the better places to go. Otherwise, coolstuffinc.com is a place I go to a lot. Troll and Toad is a popular one. And then another one of the better ones for sealed product, like, you know, just sealed bricks and stuff, is GameNerds.com. That's a great place. They always have really good deals on pre-orders and stuff. So GameNerds.com, GameNerds with a Z, I believe. If you wanted to buy like pre-orders of like bricks of like sealed Heroclix. Otherwise, Troll and Toad and Cool Stuff Inc. are good for both sealed and singles. And I usually go to eBay first if I want to just buy a singular piece, because sometimes they have the better deals. Okay, so those are my recommendations for what to buy to start out with, where to go to look for what you want next, and then where to go to buy that stuff. So now that you've amassed this huge army of figures, you need a place to go play the game. Now currently, of me filming this, it is the year 2020, so there might not be a lot of stores open running events right now. But that's not going to last forever. And where you're going to want to go to find events is going to be the Win, or the WizKidsInfoNetwork.com. You just go there and you can type in, you know, your location, search however many miles radius from you, and it can pop up with any and all stores or places that are running events. And you can actually see the events that are coming up, and you can see like what the event is and like how many points and everything that's going on, and if there's a fee to enter, yada yada, all that kind of stuff. So go to the WizKids Info Network and just search your area and see if there's anything going on in your local area. Now if you guys go on the Win and you can't find a lot of events happening or any events happening nearby, there are some online tournaments going on right now. It's been gaining popularity to do these Roll20 tournaments. So if you guys don't know about Roll20, I would suggest going to Roll20, learning how to set all that up, and you can play games. Actually, you can play Heroclix on Roll20, and you can start participating in some online tournaments run by the ROC, the Realms Open Championship, the Rock tournaments. I call them Rock tournaments. But yeah, so you guys can look into that if you are interested in playing some online tournaments. But otherwise, I just would recommend going on the Win and searching for your local events and trying to meet up with your local players, because that's of course going to be the best way to learn the game. It's just constantly playing with your local player base. But that's about it for today. So in conclusion, if you're just starting out, buy yourself a starter set. Number one, any starter set that looks like it has figures of characters you might enjoy playing. And then number two, you're going to want to fill out your collection some more, and the best way to do that is to know what all characters are in the game. So I'd recommend going to some places like hcrealms.com or clicksnexus.com and just checking out the unit section and just looking up characters in there. And then from there and actually buying other stuff afterwards to fill out your collection, I would look into eBay, coolstuffinc.com, trollandtoad.com, and GameNerds.com, mainly for sealed stuff, but the rest of them are good for single figures. And then once you have a collection built up and you know the rules better and you want to go out into the world and start playing in some tournaments, then go to the WizKidsInfoNetwork.com to check out all the local events happening near you, so you can go and meet up with your local player base, and then the sky's the limit from there. You can go on and win worlds. But that's going to do it for today. So I hope you guys found this video informative. If you did, make sure you smash that like button for me. I'd appreciate it. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any other questions. I would be glad to try and answer for you guys. And also, of course, if you are a more experienced player watching this video, make sure to just leave some tips in the comments as well. Just general tips for new players. How did you start? What would you suggest starting? Maybe avoid some mistakes you made. One big mistake I always make, and I always see a lot of new players make, is as soon as they start playing, a set comes out that they like, and they just buy, go through like 4, 5, 6 cases of that set. I recommend 1 case purchases, and then just buying single figures after that. But that's just me. If you guys want to buy 4 cases and just have fun with it, it's more fun to open stuff, honestly. But, you know, financially speaking, it might be better to just buy specifically the figures you like out of a set. That's really up to you. But like I said, I personally like to buy a case and then just buy whatever I really need afterwards that I didn't pull out of it. But anyway, don't forget to click that subscribe button if you guys want to see more Heroclix content. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys would like to help support the channel even more, there's links in the description for the Patreon, and you can see your name here in the credits as well as a bunch of other awesome bonuses there. But thanks again for watching, and until next time, this has been Heroclix Headquarters, signing off.